Said she wanna take me away, yeah. Said she wanna take me away, yeah. Said she wanna show me the way.
What is crack-a-lackin'? Faith family, it's your girl Faith. To be honest, we just gonna jump right into this video. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Yes, I am wearing the Faith family merch. DM me if you want merch. But yeah. Into it. The clip that you just seen was literally minutes before my trip was completely stopped, like in its tracks. It's just fully stopped. There was no more going. So let me say this before I get into the story. When there are signs that you shouldn't be doing something, or you shouldn't be, or God is trying to show you that you shouldn't be in a specific situation, 9 times out of 10 you should probably be listening to that. That is just a little hint or a little, advice to give. But to get into the story, before I went on this trip, a brand new duffel bag that I just got mysteriously got cuts in it, like real holes, like in my bag, to the point where I couldn't even pack anymore. So that happened, and I was like, okay, cool, like it is what it is, like, so what? And so that happened, and then my ride, who was originally supposed to take me to the airport, canceled. Ended up not being able to take me. I had the money and everything set up for that person, and it just didn't work out. That was sign number 2. The clip, like I said before, that you guys just seen was minutes before I could have lost my entire life. Was minutes before I probably could be in a hospital. Just minutes before any other thing could have happened. But the breakdown of it is, we were on the road. A friend of ours, me and my sisters, were taking me to the airport so I can make it to my flight. We had more than enough time to make it to the airport, and for them to make it back home. We're on the road. My friend is driving. As you guys can see, he's driving. And as you guys know, it's a really bad, not bad, but a really bad, like, rainy storm here. In Michigan, in Kalamazoo. And as we're driving 25 minutes away from the airport, we're driving straight, and the video, as you guys see me recording in, the car that I was in, spent about we couldn't even count how many times. It was more than 5 did 360s. Spent. As we're driving straight, and all of a sudden the car spins out of control. At least 5 times, 5 like 360s, like just spinning. And as we're spinning, the back of the car hit a piece of metal, a railing that was on the side of the highway. Hit it. I hit my head on the back of a piece of the car that was hanging off of the car. Like a little piece was hanging off the back of the car. It wasn't little, it was a pretty big piece of the car, was like hanging off of the ceiling already. I hit my head on that, but I still like held on. And right before we get past this bridge, the last 360 we hit, we don't know how this happened, but the car smacked up against the wall. This is the wall. The car is spinning, like as we're going down the highway, spinning. Whoop. So the back of the car goes this. No, the car does this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's facing straight. We end up facing back straight, and the car just hits the wall like that. I'm on the right side of the car. Me and my sister are on the right side of the car. It's your left when you guys are watching this, your left, but my right. Me and my sister are sitting on this side of the car. The driver is obviously sitting on the left. And when the car started to spin, I just kept saying Jesus, 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 the whole time. Never yelled, never screamed, just kept saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The car stops. It's facing straight. We hit the side of the bridge, the wall, and I am expecting the car to be completely torn on my side. The only thing I hit was my head. So I'm expecting the whole side of the car to be completely done for. We were all in shock. It was just 3 of us. We were all in shock. We were all, really shook up a little bit. My little sister, she started crying. She was really emotional at the time. Eventually, she stopped crying as we were sitting in the car. And the driver, he pulls over a little bit so we can get up off the wall. The car is still drivable. I'm telling y'all, this is the craziest thing ever. The wheel is turned like completely upside down, but the car is still facing straight. So the alignment is off and stuff like that. I think there's something else wrong with it, but that was what was wrong, and the car was really wobbly. And so he got out the car. I was on the phone with my sister. I immediately called my sister and let her know we got into an accident. I get out the car and I look at the car and I have like this look on my face, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm trying not to lose my mind because I am on the phone with my sister, but I'm like, she's like, is everybody okay? Is anybody hurt? I'm like, we're all okay. Nobody's injured, but nothing's wrong with the car. And it blew me because it had one little dent in the back where the light was, and that was it. So I wasn't confused because I knew this was God. You feel me? Nobody got hurt. The car spent at least 6 times. Full 360s. We hit a whole wall under a bridge that's holding up another freeway. And you telling me we're able to get out of the car not hurting with nothing wrong with the car? So nothing's wrong with the car. The rim is a little bent. It's not completely bent, but it's like a piece of it. Like this much of the rim is bent up. That was it. And the little like dimple in the back where the light was. Nothing else is wrong with the car. So we knew it was God, but it was a way of God telling me personally, I believe, to sit myself down. Really wait on him and move when he tells me to. And don't think that every opportunity will be my last. I wanted to explain this to you guys because a lot of people right now are sending me messages about why I'm not in New York. A lot of people are asking why I'm not in New York. A lot of people are just want to know. And I understand my supporters want to know because you guys were expecting me to be there. I was expecting me to be there. There's a trip I was going on, and it was very important to me, and it was a big opportunity to show you guys a different side of who I am when it's time to travel and experience different things. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, as you guys know. And when I got back home, I was perfectly fine. Head kept hurting a little bit, neck kept hurting a little bit, but nothing was wrong. I ended up, having the rest of my day normal. Right now, because it is the next day, this is the next day of the accident. When you're watching this now, this is the next day from the accident. My neck is in really bad pain at the moment. This arm right here, from the middle of my spine to over, it hurts when I raise this hand a little too high or when I try to stretch it, but I know it's just to help, it feel a little better. So my neck and my head is in pain, but we're trying to push through it, trying to make it better. My little sister's back is messed up a little bit, but she's fine. We're both fine. Thank God we got out of that situation fine, because it wouldn't have been fine, you know what I mean, if it wasn't for the grace of God. So I'm very grateful, and I'm very thankful for getting out of that accident alive, blessed, still able to go to church. I went to church today, seeing everybody that I love, and was just grateful to be in the house of God and be in God's presence. It was amazing. So for those of you who are wondering why I'm not in New York, I got into a car accident before I was supposed to get on the plane and ended up not being able to make it. So that is my explanation. For anybody who has any questions, for anybody who's wondering, like, why aren't you in New York, da 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 da, I hope this was explained enough. And I just pray that you guys pray for me and pray for my healing of my neck, and also just pray for me in general. Pray that I get another opportunity like that to experience something amazing that I've never experienced before for some time in the future, prayerfully. So yeah, I love you guys. You know, hashtag faith family always. Y'all know the vibes. Succeeding and trying to elevate in any way possible. So I pray that, you know, this channel becomes 10 times bigger than what it is already. I love y'all, and I really, really do wish y'all and y'all families the best. Peace.